Hi, my name's Amanda Maskell, and this is my week 1 project. I chose Kevin Spacey and got that approved, and this is my first milestone. I started off with the block out. I'm going to go ahead and go through on how I actually started off. I went to my comma bar, went to projects, and then I scrolled over and I chose a Dynamesh 64 to start off. Once I chose my Dynamesh, I went over and imported some images of Kevin Spacey, different angles on which to use. And what I did most of the time was I worked off the front face first, and then once I got a good feeling about that, then I went and changed the side profile. But I didn't go into much detail at first. I just kind of tried to get the shape, where the eyes were, where the nose was, where the mouth was. I did have a little bit of issues at first with his ears because I noticed in the picture when I did a side profile, I would get it about right, and then when I would do the front image, it would not line up. But then I did realize later on that my image actually he needed to have his head tilted, which then raised the ears, which made a lot more sense, and so I continued modeling. Um, as you can see, I have a couple of subtools or quite a few subtools over here. I did the eyes separate, which were right here, the right and left eye. And then I added the two pupils. I also added a little bit of the eyebrow hair. I'm not sure if you want me to take that out, I will. I haven't really worked much with hair, and I wasn't sure if we were doing it texture-wise or if we need to do it now or have a little something. So I didn't add his hair because I noticed you mentioned a couple comments of some other students' examples not to, so I didn't do any of that. I just spent really a lot of time just kind of sculpting and trying to get his face down best possible by looking at different angles. In some of my pictures, sometimes he looks a little bit younger, a little bit older. I tried to get pictures that matched age-wise. His weight did fluctuate back and forth, so I did struggle a little bit with that, and sometimes his face seemed more round in one picture and thinner in another. So I added some neck wrinkles in there, as you can see, because he had a little bit on the side in one of my images, and I felt like that was true to him. But yeah, I just kept sculpting. What I first started off with when it came to detail was, for some reason, I like to start off with the eyes and then work my way down to the nose. And sometimes I add a little bit of mouth detail, but then I remove my focus from the mouth and leave that for last. And then I work the eyes and the nose because I feel like that brings out the characteristics in the cheeks. I try to get the definition in here like he has in the image, as you can see up here. Was trying to make sure I didn't do it too harsh. I might have done a little bit too harsh. I've been looking at it constantly over this week and adjusting as I needed to. So any feedback on that would be great. I also, let's see here, my geometry, I divided him a total of 3 times. I divided him once with the sphere, and then I smoothed it out. Then the second time is when I started actually shaping his face. I needed that extra divide. And then finally, for most of the details, it really helped to do a third divide. I was struggling on whether to do another one just because I feel like in my ears, I can't get them as smooth because I feel like I need more dividing. But if you could give me any more information on what's the best way to go about that with the ear, the problem I'm having here, I'd really appreciate it. But yeah, I just kept on modeling through here and tried to get the shape. Even though he had hair on, I tried to get what seemed right to me for a bald head. The tools I use the most, I would say I use not only the Move Elastic, but the Move as well. I inflated in the cheeks a little bit in the, because he has that lid that kind of, his eyebrow and lid kind of just kind of fall over there. I use that a lot. Let's see here. I use the clay a little bit. In the eyebrows, however, let me see if I can pull it up real quickly for you. The brushes, I used a rake. I've seen that a lot in some tutorials and online, so I was like, why not go ahead and give it a try? So that's what I did for the eyebrows. Let me zoom in some more so you can see here. But yeah, I tried to get the overall shape of his face and his forehead from the images I had. That's what I have so far for my block out. I hope you like it, and I can't wait to hear back from your feedback, whether good or bad. I'm always willing to learn, so thank you so much, and can't wait till next week.